going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Steven. This is Steven in Stereo. In today's video, we dive into Olivia Rodrigo's new album, You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. I am so hyped to check this record out, not only as somebody who's been following Olivia Rodrigo's career since her first record, but also because the singles leading up to this have literally been perfect. I don't know how else to explain the vibe of this record other than I love the perfection of the 3 songs we've heard so far. So I'm very much looking forward to the extent and bulk of this record. We've got 10 tracks. I'm so excited. Before we dive in, I'm gonna ask you guys to drop a like, subscribe, follow me over on Instagram at Steven in Stereo. Of course, if you want to see the full uncut album listening party to this record, as well as her past 2 records, you could do so over on Patreon. I've also done all sorts of little exclusive content over there, like when she did like Sour Prom, etc., etc. So all that's over there. I'm also excited. You know, I did wear my Cure shirt today on purpose. Robert Smith is on this record, which is so sick. And it also made me think about something. When I was laying in bed last night, I was thinking about like how much of a bummer it is that Courtney Love wasn't too stoked about Olivia Rodrigo when she first came out, or like not necessarily that, but just like being a little bit like mean about it, because I can't help but feel like we would have got like a whole / Courtney Love collaboration back then during the first record. And I'm very thankful that Robert Smith and Olivia Rodrigo have become friends now. They've become close and they're making music together. These are the kind of collaborations I want to see. And even though I'm a little bit bummed that we never got like a whole kind of collab, considering that first record, I'm here for this. So all those things out of the way, we're going to be diving first into the track Stupid Song. So let's buckle the fuck in.
All the girls at this party are so cool. It's never been a thing that I could do, but I can't help but imagine what you say when you speak of me. Is your name on the car, speeding down the boulevard without a break? And I want you more than any stupid song could ever say.
Yes.
My heart made of wax and I'm melting in the sun. I'm a thread on your shirt, it is coming undone. I feel right, I feel wrong, I feel totally insane. And I want you more than any stupid song could ever say.
Oh, I love that so much. Of like, you know, she's so vulnerable with her delivery, and I love that as she like strains that, as she like pushes that even more, it just builds so much intensity in this song. Oh. Yeah, those shouted vocals.
You should feel how I feel when somebody says your name. Every night with the one before, dream of you from like 1 to 4, positively and truly sure. Nobody's wanted somebody more. That I can't ignore. Tell
Holy
your friends
shit.
mine on yours. With the hand on my heart, I swear. Nobody's wanted somebody more. You should feel how I feel when somebody says your name in the car, speeding down the boulevard without a break. And I want you more than any stupid song could ever say. My heart made of wax and I'm melting in the sun. I'm a thread on your shirt, it is coming undone. I feel right, I feel wrong, I feel totally insane. And I want you more than any stupid song could ever say.
Oh, there's like 7 songs inside of this song, right? Like we heard like so many different sections of this come to life, and I'm so here for that. At first, I wasn't really sure where this was going, but I love the tense kind of like feeling that Olivia was giving me. I really like that, like take that vulnerable lyric and just keep pushing it and keep like straining it just a little bit to like make you feel all the feelings of that, which at the end of the day, she's got so many feelings for this person that she can't even find a song to describe that love. And I feel like, you know, a lot of us that are maybe more interested in the music side of things, I think that when we, you know, have things happen in our lives, we always look for a song to sort of like feel what we're feeling, but at the same time, you know, kind of like let us live that experience through someone else as well, so that it makes more sense to us. I don't know. And I'm glad that she's like, there's not a single song out there that could describe this. I love that bridge. Like what bridge, right? Because there's like multiple bridges here, but that whole last section with the fuzzy guitar and that like very like intense bridge is so good to me. So what a good way to start this. I think she did a live version of this on Jimmy Kimmel, maybe. I'm definitely going to be wanting to check that out because hell yes. Okay, Honeybee.
So commonplace when I saw you. Let's just walk in the dark, up the fence in the park. And it's too hard to describe this in a way that feels honest.
This is the definition of beautifully haunting. If I ever say like, oh my God, that's beautifully haunting. This sounds so haunting in the vocals and so pretty in the instrumental. My God.
Promise, and I hope I never see what your face looks like going. A face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. Here's to hoping. A face I swear that I could spend my whole life knowing. Here's to hoping.
Oh, the strings, yes! So cinematic.
Here's to hoping. It's too hard to
Oh, wait a minute. That's so sad to leave that right there.
Here's to hoping. It's too hard to describe this knowing. Here's to hoping.
All right, I've got some thoughts here. First and foremost, oh man, as much as I love like a, I don't know, attitude driven Olivia with like a little bit of the punk kind of feel that comes on, there's something so special about this right here. Not only the fact that she has the voice that will break you down and have you just listening for the next, just anything she's going to do vocally, we're ready for it, right? But the thing I love about this is it kind of feels like the same emotions that she's dealing with in that song, The Cure. And the reason I say that is because my interpretation of that song was, it doesn't matter if you're the perfect person for me. I have these problems within myself that are causing me to not be the best version of myself for you in a way. Like I can't seem to fix this broken heart, even though you're perfect. It's me. You're giving me everything I need. I just can't do it. And so what Honeybee kind of feels like is it's the person who's living in that situation where like you want to be with that person so much, but you also like, it's like your body and your mind don't want to let the vulnerability out. So you find yourself quiet and all these things. And, you know, in a relationship, someone else may find that as you not being interested or, you know, you being bored or any of those things. And in Olivia's like plea, it feels like, and it really does feel like a plea. She's saying like, I promise that even in these quiet moments when it's just us, all I want is you. And I never want to see you leaving. And I understand that it's hard for you to understand that. And I'm trying to be so honest with you that I promise all I want is you. Even if my demeanor maybe doesn't always show that, it's because I'm broken and I'm fighting something. And I look at that. I know, I get it. You have too many tattoos. Can't see the goosebumps. I get that comment, but like it's happening. Okay. And it's fucking, I love just like how this whole song, it just has tension. These two tracks right away, we're already like so in the fucking woods here. All right, I love the name of the song, Maggots for Brains.
My day's so mundane, I don't think I left the house. Drank a pot of coffee, tried to write, nothing came out. I'm a zombie in my body, I'm a train off a track. I feel dirty, I feel rotten, and the colors are all.
Oh, we need a music video.
I'm a sad shell of a woman, and I've got maggots for brains. But that's just the thing that happens in my head when my baby goes away.
Oh,
When my baby goes away.
my baby goes away and I die. I rot. It's like drop dead, right? If you kiss me, I might drop dead. I'm just going to become a zombie because all the things I know in life are the love I have for you. And when that's gone, here I am. I need a music video for this though. The whole zombie scene, I can see her like walking around, do the whole treatment on it.
Or tragedy, 'cause I know he'd come over and take real good care of me.
In a low point, I even wish there was a tragedy so he would come over and take care of me. Damn it. Oh.
He goes away.
Yeah. Oh.
I feel dirty, I feel rotten, and the colors are all flat. I'm a sad shell of a woman, and I've got maggots for brains. But that's
that
just the
note
thing
right there.
that happens when my baby goes away. What can I do? My baby goes away. I think of you. My baby goes away. What
Fucking massive.
I do? My baby goes away. I think of you.
I think this might be my favorite song I've heard of the releases. Even though I love Drop Dead so much, I feel like this song to me kind of like personifies a lot of that, you know, kind of first record Olivia in a way, sort of like this playful punk kind of feeling. Like, you know, Maggots for Brains, just the idea of being a zombie walking around because when that person that you love so much is no longer there, you are just a shell of yourself. But I like the playfulness of it, and I really want a visual to this. I also have to say that the last minute of this song is perfect. Like, absolutely perfect. Wouldn't change a thing. I literally, look, I have goosebumps. I try not to like mention it because like I feel like people just say this shit to be fucking interesting, but I legitimately like am so just like full body physical reaction to some of this shit. And Olivia, somebody who's always been able to do that to me, I feel like she just writes so vulnerably. But that last minute when she pulls some of those vocal notes out, ugh, like that to me is why I do this shit. Because like when I feel that about music, I want to hold on to that forever. There's nothing else that can make me feel the way that like a good tune can make me feel. So fuck yes, please, music video, please. All right, you plus me equals. I still make hearts this way, you know. And the MySpace days, you know, and heart semicolon. But you plus me equals heart. Hell yeah.
With your floppy hair.
I just want to say that there's just like a little video grab over on the side on Spotify, and it's just Olivia with a fucking knife.
Feeling wounds are healing, talking on the phone.
Woo!
Everybody changes, but I hope that we don't. Carve our names into the car seat leather.
Oh,
You plus me equals a heart forever.
yes!
A heart forever.
You plus me equals a heart forever? Yes.
And
Oh, those drums are so sick.
over with my cynical humor. I'm feeling wounds are healing, talking on the phone. I know everybody changes, but I hope that we don't. Carve our names into the car seat leather. You plus me equals a heart forever.
I've got lots of ideas here. First and foremost, another amazing song. This is already a playlist. Otherwise, I would be liking the fuck out of these songs right now. These last two specifically are just like triggering so many great feelings for me, and I'm very happy about that. I love the melody in this chorus so much. I love a love song like this. I am a hopeless romantic. I love love. And a song like this, you plus me equals a heart forever, it seems so like cliche and simple, but when done right, the message is so real. Also, I don't know, because like a lot of artists like to do a lot of collaborations these days, and like I know that we get like a lot of projects regarding that. So I don't know if these two are friends or what the case may be, but I would love to hear her and Noah Khan do this song live, or just do it as a recording or whatever. let me know in the comments if you guys agree with me as well. But that carve our name into the car seat leather, I just feel like that with her and Noah would be such a fucking mood. So genuinely hoping that that is something that comes to life from this. Don't know that it will. Would love to hear it though. Oh man, and I really want to learn that on guitar because the chorus to this has such a good energy about it. I don't know if you guys play instruments. I only like really started taking it seriously like a year ago. But the thing that I've really noticed about like playing these songs that I learn and really just playing songs in general is if you find a song you really love and you learn how to play it, I actually think that could be some of the best therapy ever. Like you can like get all your frustration out on those strings or on those drums, whatever you want to do. Music is meant for that shit, you know? And for a lot of us out there that have a lot of feelings, music's for a lot of feelings. All right, this is My Way.
It's a little hard to stomach all your amateur moves. You know he's with me, like obviously, but you linger in the air just like a bad perfume. It's getting to me, embarrassingly. And here's the part where the girl gets pissed and the girl is me. Did you get that hint?
This is the part where the girl gets pissed and the girl is me. Did you get that hint?
That hint. You're in my way now.
Oh,
Think I can make out how hard you hang on.
holy shit.
Kind of insane how
Yes.
you keep calling but you never get the message.
Woo!
It goes my way now.
Yeah. Fuck yes. Like, yeah. 10 out of 10. Oh.
Think I can make out how hard you hang on. Kind of insane how you keep calling but you never get the message.
Oh, I love that attitude right there.
Being fucking weird.
Woo!
Maybe I'm a petty bitch, but you made me resort to this. That's it. I win. That's
Oh.
it. I win.
Such a throwback to Brutal also, which one of my favorite songs, especially one of my favorite debuts off of a debut album, like intro track off a debut album, and I love that we get that attitude here. So fucking heavy right there. Listen to that bass. Doesn't that make you just want to lose your fucking mind? I also have to say that with a song like this, that video grab is over to the side again and she's got a fucking knife in her hand, and that is exactly the vibe here. It is that call out of like, listen, I don't know like what you are. I don't know like what your existence is or what you're trying to do that involves my life, but I want you to know that this is my way now. Fuck you. I don't want anything to do with you. I want you to stop bringing your weird energy around me. I want you to take the hint that I don't want to be around you. And I think that that knife there is like severing that tie, but I don't know if it's the chord progressions or the chord selection in that chorus, but we got a nice dark feel in here with a lot of tense energy that again brings me that like early vibe of that sort of like punk grungy influenced Olivia that we got, which obviously like that is still very present here, but I love that you can actually like hear the sound of maturing. So Brutal is a banger, but like My Way becomes like such an evolution of Brutal in like all the best ways. And I love that. I like her voice a lot in that chorus too. And the way that it is so tongue in cheek, so playful. There's like, it's like there's spite in it, but at the same time, she's like laughing while it's spite. I don't know. There's just something so fun about that push pull in that energy that Olivia is able to kind of capture in this track. I can't wait to listen to this record again already. We're only halfway through these tracks. All right, this is Purple.
Honey, when your mom shows pictures of you in your school clothes for it. So it goes that you kiss my neck, may our paths intersect till the two lines wander. We fight over who I'm hanging out with, like a real couple. Tied myself to you.
Wait, she said I had big dreams too, but then I got consumed with you. Sick. So what I was gonna say when I was listening to this is like, I can't tell based on the key and kind of the vibe if this is happy or sad, because on one end, you know, she's talking about this small town that she's visiting like a tourist so much that she has a favorite grocery store with a favorite florist, which, god damn it, on putting us in such direct scenery with that writing. I always talk about how much I enjoy when artists can do that. Olivia does that here in the best way. I kind of feel like Purple, though, also kind of makes me feel of like a bruise in a way. I know that seems like so wild, but it almost kind of makes me feel like there's something bruised in this relationship. And yet, despite that, they still want to, like, even though like that's so bad, you still feel like you're like connected to this person so much that you would almost be stuck there and let it all melt down until it's all sad, than to have to go and try to move on because it's not working. I don't know if that's the right meaning to these lyrics. Obviously I'm never right about the lyrics. However, that's the vibe I'm getting. The purple thing really like holds that to me, because, you know, the red and blue and it mixed and it's purple, but purple's also bruised. So maybe it's like, I got hurt, but like, I still love you. But I don't know. There's a lot for me to try to take in there. All right. This is What's Wrong With Me, featuring Robert Smith. Oh, how cool. Let's do it.
Just staring at the ceiling, can't describe this feeling I've got in my head. I'm out of body in my bed, and I'm just searching.
Wait, can we just please appreciate the thing that I'm going to talk about all the time is that songwriting. I'm laying in my bed right now staring at the wall dealing with the thoughts in my own head. That is literally where my brain is at right now because of that songwriting from her. Love that so much.
Symptoms, desperate to fix them. I'll do anything, 'cause lately I've been spiraling up. I'm not feeling like myself, and nothing ever seems to help. Went to the doctor and she said I was fine, but every movie that I see makes me cry. It's like somebody put a weight on my chest. I should talk to
I have goosebumps on my face.
but I can't get out of bed.
Ah!
The spinning in my stomach is sick. Say I'm in love, so it's hard to admit. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I think you're what's wrong with me.
Holy shit. This is everything I could have ever wanted from that. The way that Robert Smith's vocals come in and harmonize Olivia, I am just a full set of Goosey Lucy's right now. Holy fuck. Oh. There's something about him creeping in there in the vocal on a song that's already so like visually heavy, in my opinion. I feel like anyone who like has been in that like limbo that you get stuck in, whether, you know, in this case, you're What's Wrong With Me. You know, we've all had something in our lives that kind of like pin us down to that moment where we can't get out of bed because we're just reeling in these emotions that we're in, and we're blaming ourselves and we're doing all this stuff to us. Robert Smith is that voice that comes in and says like, all right, we're about to go through the fucking emotions. I love that. Yes.
Hope the feeling passes, but I've got to say it's getting harder every day, and I can't seem to get around.
Oh, it's mesmerizing.
Head just keeps on pounding with the simple thought, what if this is what I want?
My head is pounding with the simple thought, what if, did he say, is this a war I want?
I can't seem to get around it. Head just keeps on pounding with the simple thought, what if this is what I want?
Oh.
To the doctor and she said I was fine.
God damn.
Tried meditation with a bottle of wine. It's like somebody put a weight on my chest. I should talk to a friend, but I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning and my stomach is sick. Say I'm in love, so it's hard to admit. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I think you're what's wrong with me. I'm not feeling like myself. Oh, amber lights and warning bells. Oh, I'm not feeling like myself. I'm not hiding it well. Went to the doctor and she said I was fine. But every movie that I see makes me cry.
Oh.
Somebody put a weight on my chest. I should talk to a friend, but I can't get out of bed. My head is spinning, my stomach is sick. Say I'm in love, so it's hard to admit. I can't eat, I can't sleep. I think you're what's wrong with me. 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 I think you're what's wrong with me.
Oh my God. First off, this plays off of Purple. All the things I was talking about with Purple, where it seemed like, you know, you had all these emotions and then you want to just melt with that person, even if it maybe isn't the best situation. And that's exactly what the song plays into here. I'm stuck in bed because everything that I do reminds me of you. Everything that I do makes me a sappy ball of depression and love and sadness and desperation and jealous. It's basically like every emotion, but also love and happiness. And it's basically the whole spectrum of love. And at the same time, if maybe things aren't in a great spot or whatever, you end up in this situation. You're stuck in your bed. You're reeling in your head over and over again about all these memories and all these feelings. And I love Robert's verse so much because he hits it right on the head. I'm basically laying in bed. You're on my head, and I'm almost deciding if this is a war that I want. Like I'm so in love with you that am I willing to take all the things that are going to come with it to be able to do this? You know, that's a decision you have to make. Although it definitely seems like there's a little bit more sadness in this song than anything. I think there's also a little bit of like a sprinkle of hope in there that sometimes like maybe recognizing that this is the problem, being in love and you feeling this person, maybe it's okay to dive all the way in. Maybe you don't have to look at it from such a negative perspective. However, if you've got a weight on your chest and you can't get out of bed, maybe you should reconsider if that relationship is for you. All right. Also, it just clearly, a collaboration between Olivia Rodrigo and Robert Smith felt so natural here. Olivia's influences just work so well when you have Robert Smith on this track because she plays into those similar things, and the way they were able to make this very like melancholy, it's almost like a melancholy love ballad in a way, even though it's sad. It's like, it's sad, but I'm one decision away from just like going all in. All right, this is less.
Maybe it'll fix itself tomorrow.
Shit.
But I've been saying that like every night.
Me too. That's why we stay on the antidepressants,
You
baby.
say you can't stand to watch me cry a minute more. So you do the noble thing and open up the door. You didn't laugh much this time. Oh. Trip to Big Sur only confirmed this isn't what it should feel like.
Hold on. Literally full wave. Full wave of goosebumps. Just zoom in. All right. I promise they're there. Whew, that's when you know that it is just not good. If you end up in Big Sur with the love of your life, it is it's one of the most magical places in the world. it's one of my favorite road trips to do. I will go and do it time and time again. Not only is it the most beautiful thing in the world, but it is so romantic and so just like whatever. Yeah, that should be a dead giveaway. If you go there and it doesn't feel like it's supposed to, maybe that's not the one. If you're in like one of the most magical places and you don't feel the magic with your person,
I wish you loved me less.
it's such a like good descriptor of you seem so sad for a girl so in love. Like this song just like is such a good descriptor of that in every way. Oh, there is just like no resolve in that either. It is just so fucking sad all the way through. She even says if loving me is like sandpaper, like basically like if the grit of loving me is so bad, I wish you loved me less. I wish that our dream trips to Big Sur, I wish that we were, one of us wasn't crying at LAX. Like I like the part where she says, you know that it could just be intrusive thoughts, but you've known me happy and you know that this is not it. I obviously like that's not exactly what she said verbatim, just summarizing there. It is one of those moments I talk about when I do these reactions where you kind of seem like you see into someone's life maybe a little bit too much in a way. And this is one of those moments. It's almost like a conversation that maybe we're not meant to hear, but I'm glad we do. And I really like it because I feel like Olivia, one of the things that I feel like are her strong points are being able to write such real lyrics that are like a dagger in a lot of ways, a lot of the time in her discography. And this is one of those, and it hurts because you're witnessing the downfall of a relationship. Somebody realizing that maybe this isn't everything that it's cracked up to be. Kind of like we heard in Purple, kind of like the things we were dealing with and what's wrong with me. You're reeling over this relationship. You're not quite sure if this is really how you want to feel or if it's how either of you should feel. So even though you're so in love, maybe this isn't what it's supposed to be. I don't know. Expectations. Got an 80s pop ballad right here. 80s pop jam. Let's go.
I met him at a party. I think he was on drugs. He wasn't smart or funny. I convinced myself he was. I won't settle for a guy with a fake job. They seem so desperate for loving, but baby, I'm not.
Woo!
My heart, my zero stipulations. Now I take careful consideration.
Good for you.
I'm not kissing any boy that is passive. The indecision is painfully unattractive. Past mistakes, I just need information. These days I've got expectations. So I hit
That is so important because I think that's the thing is like sometimes when you've not dated a lot or when you have not like gone on a lot of dates or like just talked to a lot of people, sometimes you don't really know like what you exactly want and what you expect out of a relationship. It's hard when you're like younger and you first start dating because it's like the first person you date, you always think you're going to marry and then you get your heart broken and you're like, what the fuck do I do now? And then you kind of go on like a soul searching mission. And I'm glad for Olivia right here to be like, look, I am learning along the way that I have got to have higher expectations for some of these people.
I hit the new year like a single girl at a Vegas bar. Rocking my mini dress with a vodka cran and an open heart.
I love when she does this.
I've got hope, yeah, I've got drive. I will not lose my faith. Don't think my future husband's at this bar in Silver Lake.
Anger, I also love that we're hearing a little bit of that attitude from Olivia coming to life, something I've loved so much in her discography. I'm glad that I'm hearing a little bit of that same kind of influence that a song like Brutal has in this, especially in the way that she does that kind of like spoken thing where she just talks, but she puts this little bit of melody on it and a ton of attitude, and it is so fucking sick every single time. And I love that she does that here. I also like a song that has a life lesson learned. It's like, I have found myself in some situations with boys in the past that maybe I wasn't, your number's blocked now. Like maybe it wasn't the right call. Maybe I wasn't in the right headspace. And I love that Olivia's like, you know what, rather than just like looking at all these losses here, I'm taking this as data. This is research data for what I'm going to look forward to moving forward in my life. And I'm going to manage some expectations of what I have of people. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that. If you're going to be in a relationship, you should have some expectations of that person. Like there should be some bare minimums and like, what are they called? Like, non-negotiables, right? There should be some just basic things happening here. And I love that Olivia is like, you know what? That's where I'm at in my life. I have learned that I am only dealing with people of a higher vibe, and I'm here for that. All right, last track, longest track, right? Yeah, Cigarette Smoke.
Cigarette smoke, the smell that I know, it clings to my clothes.
This is the most positive I've ever heard cigarette smoke be referred to, because like I used to go to school smelling like fucking an ashtray because my parents and my grandparents smoked in the house. No.
In the fridge, and the second car's gone. I regret you and how long I stayed. I resent you for not being brave. Tell me something honest so the memories turn dark. You said that I made love look easy till I made it hard. Give me back my time and I will give you back your heart. I thought that we played the perfect couple till you didn't want the part.
Damn it. So right away, this song, like she does that thing vocally or lyrically where she puts us directly in the house with 5 beers and one of the cars gone. And like the descriptive songwriting right there that is an art on its own. Yes, you could write a song, but can you write a song that puts someone like in that setting? Yes, Olivia can do it. And she does it time and time again. And this right here is the power of that, because we are, again, like we were doing with Les, it feels like we are witnessing the relationship fall apart, and just getting the minute details of that built in is just like, it's incredible to me. It really builds up a whole world. We don't need like, I get there's like so many art forms. My favorite art form will always be music and songwriting. I love a book, you know, I like a movie, all those things. Nothing is like this to me. And that right there, that whole 2 minutes and 25 seconds, 10 out of fucking 10.
Heart, it's
Oh, it feels to me like this last song really is like a closing statement. I'm sure she's gonna have like a deluxe edition, but the reason I don't like always reacting to the deluxe editions right away is because like this is, if you meant the deluxe tracks to be the full record, you'd have put that shit out right away. The shit that you really wanted to say is right here. And I like, to me, this song is the resolution, and it's not a good, like, there's no happy resolution here. I guess you could look into the sides of the struggles that Olivia had in this record, and I guess you could say it's positive to finally understand that maybe things are over and those memories are going to have to fade now. You have to move on. This last song definitely sets as a setting in which this was the end of a relationship. That person is no longer there anymore. And that whole last minute and a half is so emotional to me. It's larger than life in a lot of ways. It feels so powerful. And especially in a song that I feel like tells an entire story from start to finish. Holy shit. So I am so into whatever just happened right there. And then I think about this whole record and how this song plays into so much of it. When you think about like What's Wrong With Me, Purple, specifically Purple, What's Wrong With Me, and Less. I feel like those three songs bring us to Cigarette Smoke, and it makes it hurt more because we just know that not only did this relationship come to an end, but it was something that she was fighting really hard. And there's like multiple things going on because it seems like, just like we talk about in that song, The Cure, even though she's with this person, it's not helping. Like, she's not able to fix the things that are broken inside of herself to be the best person in this relationship. Remember, it takes two people. Even if someone's the worst, it's two people to keep making that decision to stay in that relationship. And it gets to the point where, you know, in songs like Honeybee, she's trying to tell you that she's got these like issues internally, but she just like, she can't always vocalize how much you mean to her, but she's trying. And, you know, it goes right back to Stupid Song. I can't even find a stupid song to tell you how much I love you that's going to describe the way I feel about you. And then, you know, I mean, we're going through the whole tracks now, but whatever. Maggots for Brain. He's not there anymore. You're kind of wandering around like you're lost. You don't know because all the things you knew, you put into the love of that. You plus me equals a heart forever. Very important love song. Very important kind of like timestamp here. Because, you know, after My Way, we're right into Purple, What's Wrong With Me, and Less. All of those things are crushing before Expectations, where she learned all of the sort of like nuances of these relationships and what she likes and what she doesn't like, to the point that she smells that lingering cigarette smoke as you leave and we witness that breakup. This is a powerful fucking record from Olivia Rodrigo right there. And the maturity in this album is not unnoticed. Guts and Sour to me had so much attitude. And of course, like Guts came through and it was a much more mature sound on that. But I think that Olivia has honed in on something here so magically. And I feel like this is going to be part of that craft now moving forward. And I'm thankful for that. I like that we're still getting the very vulnerable singer-songwriter that is Olivia Rodrigo. The broken vocal a little bit so you feel the emotions. You know, she's an actress too, and the fact that she can kind of put that into her voice as well makes you feel these songs on a deeper level than you would on just base level. And I'm appreciative of that because of the journey that we were put on, because of the amount of like locations that she was able to put us in each one of these songs. Like, that isn't lost on me. That's not an easy thing to do. She's somebody that writes very descriptively like that anyways. But I think Cigarette Smoke is just like a defining Cigarette Smoke and What's Wrong With Me. Both are defining songs for what that looks like when you can just make a location based song so well that we're sitting there in that setting with you, witnessing it happen like we're watching a fucking movie. And I'm so thankful for that. And that sound that seems to be so present on You Seem Pretty Sad for a Girl So in Love. Now, when I think about Stupid Song and Honeybee, it started off a little bit slower of a record and then immediately just like locked you the fuck in. And I love that, which makes me really excited to listen to this record again. Now, I definitely want to hear, let's see. I want a music video for Maggots for Brains. I don't know that that's in the plans. I don't know how many music videos we're going to have, but there's no way that doesn't get the music treatment. Not only is it a great song, but it is going to be so good for a visual. And I know that she's going to play that part so well. So I'm here for that. I also think, and maybe it's just because it's Robert Smith, but I think What's Wrong With Me should get a life of its own. We're all agreeing here, should have a moment of its own. That song is so beautiful, even if Robert Smith wasn't in it. But the fact that he is, and how much of that, like, aura that he puts onto a song and sadness, because his vocal when he harmonizes is just fucking haunting and sad. But when you mix all of those things together, I want that to have a life on its own. I love this record on the first listen. I am locked in now for any content she's going to be putting out regarding this, because hell yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please let me know in the comment section what your favorite songs were. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, follow me over on Instagram at Steven in Stereo. If you guys want to see the full uncut album listening party to this version and you're watching this on YouTube, you can do so over on Patreon. Links in the description. Thank you guys so much, not only for all of your support, but just for hanging out and stopping by. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.